Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. Now before I even start this video, there's a lot of bad news out there for Ethereum and Bitcoin. But there's no bad news out there for XRP. But now there's a lot of people spreading fear, saying that this cycle is over, that this cycle is going to get delayed. But I think this cycle is still going to continue to run its course. It's just that the news is going to have play a big factor on the price of Bitcoin and how high it goes during this cycle. The timeline is not going to change, is what I'm saying. And I want you to remember, you're an XRP investor. We hold a cryptocurrency that runs on utility, an actual real-world use case. What do we have to look forward to as XRP investors? RLUSD going live very soon. That's going to bring a lot of value to XRP. Beyond that, tokenization is starting to pick up momentum all around the world. That's also going to bring value to XRP. ISO is still going to go live next year. I see a lot of value coming from that as well. A lot of other countries are starting to push ahead with RippleNet and XRP as well. So going forward, there's really no bad news for XRP. And I still think that they're wrong about this cycle. It's going to play out how it plays out. So let's get started. Plus token Ponzi moves 16 million in ETH to exchanges, sparking fears of a $1.3 billion sell-off by the Chinese government. Now that's going to play a factor in the price of Ethereum. Then there's this. Mt. Gox has extended its repayment deadline by a year to October 31st, 2025. And right away, people are saying, that's it. The bull run is now going to be extended as well. This cycle is still on track. US will be able to sell $4.4 billion in Bitcoin from Silk Road. The US government has been granted permission to sell 69,370 Bitcoin linked to the Silk Road marketplace. Again, this is bad news for Bitcoin, and it could play a very big factor on how high the price gets during this cycle. I still think Bitcoin is going to achieve $100,000. Then a massive sell-off will happen shortly after. This is the one thing I am worried about. Coinbase to delist EU non-compliant stablecoins in December of this year. Now this would be happening right in the middle of this run-up. Again, this can play a very big factor even on the price of XRP. But it's going to play an even bigger factor in the price of Ethereum and Bitcoin. We know all that fake tether is propping up Bitcoin. So I expect if this was to happen and we've seen the fall of tether, XRP would dip, but I think it would bounce back very quick because you don't have tether propping up XRP. If that was the case, XRP would be above $500. Then there's this. The Fed's worst nightmare has begun. Core CPI inflation rises to 3.3%, the first increase since March 2023. 258,000 people filed for unemployment this week, above expectations of 230,000. Once the September jobs report is revised sharply lower, it will reveal the Fed's nightmare situation. Rising inflation with rising unemployment. I keep telling you, 2024 looks a lot like 2007. 2025, most likely we're going to see a crash like 2008, but it's going to be far worse. But they're saying not to expect any more rate cuts this year. And that could play a factor on this cycle as well. But I don't think anything is going to slow this cycle down. It's just, are we going to see $100,000 Bitcoin or not? That's the only question that remains. Yes, the 3 Japanese megabanks involved in Project Pax, MUFG, SMBC, and Mizuho are all using Ripple. Documented 3 of Japan's largest banks. Top Japanese banks and SWIFT launching stablecoin cross-border platform in 2025. So once again, you could see SWIFT and Ripple coming together. And this goes in line with this right here. SBI CEO, every bank in Japan will use Ripple's XRP by 2025. Now, there's a lot of influencers out there that will tell you it's only a handful of banks that are going to use XRP. It's not every bank, but they're wrong. And here's why. All it takes is one bank to start utilizing RippleNet and XRP, and every other bank will have no choice but to go in that same direction if they want to stay competitive. Because if not, any bank utilizing Ripple and XRP is always going to have the upper hand over the other banks. Arthur Brito, XRP is the hidden plumbing. I expect the majority of people who use the Ripple payment network to be able to ignore XRP. The value of XRP is probably less important than the spread. Using stablecoins like RLUSD adheres to the original vision of the XRP ledger. So a lot of people didn't understand this. What it is people are going to be using the network and not realizing they're utilizing XRP as well. XRP will just be the hidden plumbing. And I see the same thing happening over time. You know, XRP is going to be inside of massive liquidity pools. And whenever people are sending CBDC back and forth to countries, they're going to be utilizing XRP. Same thing is going to happen with mass adoption. People are going to be buying things in the store using blockchain and not even knowing it. They're not even going to realize that blockchain is involved. They're just going to know that the transaction happened. They paid for what they bought and they walked out of the store. People are going to be using XRP and not even know that they're using it. Now, when we talk about Arthur Brito, he's the co-founder at Ripple. And he said XRP's potential is $10,000 with global scalability. But people kept saying that Arthur Brito doesn't exist. He absolutely does. Arthur Brito from Ripple is a real person, right? If he wasn't real, then who sued Jed McCaleb from Stellar in 2015? And you see the court document right here. But I want to point out something more important here. So in early 2014, even while a Ripple Labs board member, McCaleb copied the Ripple protocol code directly and in detail. He used this code base to create a directly competitive protocol, which he called Stellar. Stellar's protocol is, in all material ways, a direct replica of older versions of the Ripple protocol. It does the same things in the same way. At bottom, the labels changed. The native Stellar currency units are called Stellars, as against Ripple's XRP, but the functionality between Stellar and Ripple is the same. So if Arthur Brito is saying that XRP is built to be a $10,000 cryptocurrency and Stellar is a direct ripoff of XRP, if XLM is a ripoff of XRP, then wouldn't XLM also be built to go to $10,000? Because he's sued because of this. He said it's identical to what we have here at Ripple. I'm going to leave it up to you to decide. Let me know in the comments section down below. Robinhood is acquiring Bitstamp. Deal to be finalized in early 2025. Both Robinhood and Bitstamp will appear at Ripple's swell. Bitstamp has been the most prominent ODL-enabled crypto exchange, bullish on this relationship to continue after Robinhood acquires Bitstamp. This is going to be very big as we push into 2025. And I think Ripple is going in the direction around the derivatives now, because I think they realize that they have all the pieces of the puzzle. And that's also going to lead to a massive run-up on the price of XRP. And then I thought I would just mention this right here. The cryptocurrency Dogecoin began as a parody, but it has endured, and now some businesses are embracing it. So they're saying that Dogecoin now has a use case. It could be used inside of transactions. But you know, when I first started making videos on this channel, I said Doge is the only meme coin that I see with us going into the new financial system. And I think it's all because of Elon Musk. He made Dogecoin something more than just a meme coin. And it's starting to evolve, and even Flare is going to bring more utility to Doge. Flare is also going to bring a lot of utility to XRP. I just wish Flare would build out quicker than it's building out right now. But I expect Flare to be a monster in this space over time. But Arthur Brito is real. He's like the only person at Ripple that's so elusive, it's hard to even find a picture of Arthur Brito. If you have one, definitely share it with me over on X. But you know, like I always tell you, until it happens, stay patient, stay positive, and let's get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.